comedian, I don't like having my act preceded with the like, you're gonna die. Like, that doesn't work. It's not a comedy thing. Let me just take care of this real quick. I don't like microphone stands. One of them killed my father, and I've held a grudge ever since, so. My name is Durkin. I'm a comedian, and that, of course, is short for Comediangela. And that is the best joke I have, so I hope you brought a book, or some music to listen to, or something. No, I do have better jokes, but in order to understand them, you may require a transgender to cisgender translational dictionary, and one should be provided for you underneath your seat. If there's not one there, don't worry about it, it's okay. You're just not gonna understand anything I say. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. So gleepy gloppy glorpy, shooby-dooby-doo, humana-mana. Am I right? No, I'm just kidding, I speak English. In speaking English, one of the things that I have honestly said at one point in my life is that I feel like a woman trapped in a man's body. How many people have heard that phrase before? Woman trapped in a man's body. Show of hands. Show of hands. You can raise your hands. It's okay. Yeah, everybody's heard it. Everybody's watched Jerry Springer in the 90s. Me too. Me too. It's okay. It's okay. We can come out about this. All of us watched it. It's fine. That's all right. But woman trapped in a man's body is a phrase that has been with us longer than Jerry Springer, if you can believe it. It's actually been around since the late 1800s, which is a really fucking long time for something to be around, linguistically speaking. And I don't particularly care for this phrase. I don't like it, I don't like the sentiment of it, because I'm not trapped in my body, because I can't call the fire department and be like, hello, 911, help, I'm trapped. Sir, calm down. Where are you trapped? In a man's body. Like, they would hang up on me. You know, so I can't do that. How's the rest of that joke go? Shit. Oh, I know where it goes from there. I think that it's a phrase that we should update. Because it's been with us so long, it's a bad metaphor, and no one remembers that it's a metaphor anymore. Like, people take it as this literal thing, and they're like, ugh, woman trapped in a man's body, that's stupid. And it's like, yeah, it is stupid, because it's a way to explain it. It's not actually what's going on. Like, you know, if you cut me in half down the middle, there's not like a cisgendered woman in there like, oh, thank God. You know, that's not how it works, and we need to be reminded that it's a metaphor. So I think it's time to update it for the new millennium. I think it's time to make a new phrase, kind of just keep one that's clearly a metaphor. Clearly this isn't the situation. So I think that being a transgender woman is a little bit more like being a woman trapped in a gorilla costume. Because like, you show up to a party and you're like, hey everybody, I brought artichoke dip, and they're like, oh my fucking God, you guys. There is a gorilla right there. And it's like, wait, no, like a gorilla? Like a metaphorical gorilla or something? No, I mean a fucking gorilla! And they're like, okay, calm down. Don't look it in the eyes. Don't look it in the eyes, no smiling. That'll be perceived as a threat and it'll tear us apart. And you're like, you guys, I can hear you and understand you. And the reason for that is that I'm not actually a gorilla. I mean, I know, right? Like, looks like a gorilla, but not a gorilla, totally just kind of trapped in a gorilla suit. You know, it costs a lot of money to have a gorilla suit removed, and I'm kind of just stuck in here. So, if we could get over it, I know that's hard. I know it's not easy to get over that, but if we could, that would be awesome. And they're like, how is it talking right now? I don't know, I thought they had to use sign language. I'm just very turned off by this whole experience. You know, so there are also the people though, who are like, hey Red, I get it, you know, don't worry about those jerks. You're not a gorilla, hey. You're not a gorilla. You don't even look like a gorilla to me. Like, I so don't think gorilla when I look at you. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, gorilla, whatever. Like, don't worry about those drinks. Come on, we'll do something to take your mind off. But let's go get a banana. And you're like, a banana? A fucking banana? Really? That's what you want? And they're like, oh my God. gorilla thing. I'm just, you know, it's just very hard for me because you're the first person in a gorilla costume that I've ever known, and it's just really hard for me to get used to this whole thing. And you're like, oh, hey, calm down. It's okay. Let's go get that banana. I don't care. So, you know, there's that. Like, if that works for you, totally use it. If that doesn't, totally don't. Like, I'm just trying to kind of express a little bit about what my experience is like, because there are aspects of my experience that a lot of people don't understand. One thing that a lot of people don't understand, and that is kind of patronizing, and I get it a lot, it's people talking to me about my courage and my bravery and how strong I am, and I really admire your courage and your strength and your bravery. I just admire it so much. I admire the pants off of it. And like, and you're like, brave, really? Do you have any idea who I am? What am I, a fucking Care Bear? Like, I'm not brave. Do you have any idea what I'm afraid of, you guys? Seriously, do you know what I'm afraid of? I mean, besides being eaten alive by crabs. And I don't mean like the like junk bug, like that would be awful, but like, that's ridiculous. I mean like the oceanic crustaceans, like those little robot, alien, monster hybrid things that scuttle around on the bottom of the ocean and they like crawl up on you in mass and like pick you apart with their little claws and like, you know, put you in their feathery little maws and just, ugh, it's horrible. I mean, in general, I don't want to die in a way that involves, get them off me! Like, you know, I don't, like, that sounds awful, but like crabs in particular freak me out. And I kind of have forgotten what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the other thing that I'm afraid of, do you know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid that someday, someone I don't know is gonna go out of their way to be extraordinarily rude to me because I'm trans. I'm afraid that a stranger's gonna hurt my feelings. That's not bravery, that's stupid baby nonsense. And it's not like based in any reality either. Like, I don't get harassed on the street very much. Like the one time I can really remember, I was walking home from the gas station in Indiana, because that's how people who can't drive get home from the gas station. And this guy pulled up next to me and leaned his head out of the window and he goes, "Hey, you're a hoe." And like, where do you go with that? Because on the one hand, you're like, I'm a hoe. Sucker! Like, you know, like you get these like dual feelings. Like somebody's trying to hurt you and they're doing it in this like really shitty way. But at the same time, you're like, that's so validating, you bastards! Like, you know, that's part of the experience that a lot of people don't understand.